Before we begin with your regularly scheduled program, let me tell you about today's sponsor, Raycon. They hooked me up with the Raycon Everyday Earbuds, and let me tell you, these things are a dream. I got the Black Noir earbuds with the Sunset Jello case, and I haven't taken them off for days. With a 32-hour battery life, I've only had to charge them once, and if they happen to run out of battery, charging them for just 10 minutes gives me an hour and a half of listening, as they're wireless charging compatible. Yes, even with the case. Plus, keeping them on has been nothing but comfortable, as they were designed with over 1,000 ear scans, ensuring that they would effortlessly and comfortably stay put no matter what. And since they're dustproof and water resistant, I have worn them just about anywhere without a worry. Plus, they feature active noise cancellation, blocking out background noise really well. You can wear them out, and when you get home, you can seamlessly switch between devices thanks to their multi-point connectivity, while the sleek buttonless design with an LED interface makes them oh so easy to use. So if you're looking for earbuds that do it all without breaking the bank, Raycon has premium sound without the premium price. And you can save up to 20% site-wide right now. Just go to buyraycon.com/DExus or click the link in the description to grab your pair. With their 30-day happiness guarantee and free returns, there's zero risk in trying them out. Thank you so much, Raycon, for being today's sponsor, and now back to your regularly scheduled program. In Kirby and the Forgotten Land, there's a new feature. With the help of the crafty Weapons Shop Waddle Dee and a couple of rare stones, every copy ability can be evolved. Unfortunately, the game only has 12 copy abilities, while there are over 60 copy abilities in the entire franchise. So, why stop at 12? Why not give every single copy ability 3 evolutions, including a moveset for the new 3D environment Kirby has been sucked into? Hello everyone, I'm DExus, and join me and our beloved Weapons Shop Waddle Dee as we make blueprints for Kirby's forgotten abilities. For starters, we have the feathery fiend, Wing. In this 3D environment, Wing gets to see all of its attacks return. Feather Gun, Condor Head, Condor Dive, Dive Bomb, Toss, and Shuttle Loop are back. Feather Gun, Toss, and Shuttle Loop get to keep their original inputs to attack. Meanwhile, Condor Dive and Dive Bomb are now done by attacking after Condor Head. Of course, Wing also has the ability to allow Kirby to fly. As Kirby and the Forgotten Land has a height limit regarding Kirby's hover, Wing is also limited to such height. For Wing's first evolution, Kirby trades his wings for butterfly wings with fairy wing. All of Wing's attacks are now slower, floatier, and wavy due to Kirby using magical pixie dust. These attacks all end with an explosion of said dust. If the dust falls into a nearby enemy or item, it will float upwards, working as a weak projectile. Additionally, Kirby's flight in this evolution works similarly to Magolor's hover in Magolor Epilogue and Kirby Star Allies. For Wing's second evolution, we have the playfully buoyant Kite Wing. This evolution has Kirby hold onto a kite on their back and take flight by gliding, also using a hover instead of a flapping of wings. For Feather Gun, Kirby performs Kite Throw, with a second version of this attack being done if you hold the attack button, where the kite remains flying in the air. Kirby can also walk around slowly while performing the second version of the attack. For Condor Head, Kirby instead performs Kite Flight. Dive Bomb is now Kite Dive, which ends with Kirby gliding above ground instead of crashing into it. Condor Dive is now Kite Swoop, where Kirby is then set to free fall after performing the attack. Toss now has Kirby attach the enemy into the kite, performing an attack similar to Kite Throw, throwing the attached enemy at the end of the attack. Now, Kirby gains the sharp rainbow wings of Dreamland's legendary Dyna Blade with Blade Wing. Based after Kirby Superstar's boss, Dyna Blade, Kirby lifts off with a stronger and bigger version of Wing. Feather Gun now has Kirby throw 3 metallic feather-like daggers simultaneously forwards, with each of them spreading off to the side. For Condor Head, Kirby performs Talon Swoop, waving from side to side. If you perform Dive Bomb, Kirby will perform Talon Smash, while for Condor Dive, Kirby will perform Dive Swoop. Of course, Kirby keeps the Grab attack, which is now Talon Grab, which can now be followed by Talon Smash. If not, Kirby will just throw the enemy into the ground. All of these attacks have Kirby create tons of wind around them, which give all of the attacks mentioned a bluster effect similar to the ones present in Kirby Star Allies. Finally, Kirby also gets the Dyna Breath attack, which is performed as a charge attack by holding the attack button. And now we have the forever playful Yo-Yo. The Yo-Yo Copy ability brings back all of his attacks. Yo-Yo Throw, Walk the Dog, Yo-Yo Orbit, Yo-Yo Up, Brick Spin, and Geyser Spiral are all back in 3D. Yo-Yo's first evolution is the forever festive Fishing Yo-Yo. For this evolution, Kirby fishes out a water balloon yo-yo from a Matsuri festival. With this evolution, all attacks gain a splash effect when performed. Alongside this, the attacks reach further and are performed faster. Brick Spin is now bouncier with each bounce splashing off water, and Geyser Spiral ends with Kirby manually popping the water balloon. The water balloon has a random chance of exploding completely when performing any other attack, creating a watery explosion. Fishing Yo-Yo holds another gimmick, where the water balloon has a chance of breaking off its string and bouncing off into the ground, either exploding upon impact after a couple of bounces, or falling into the ground where Kirby can kick it around, having a random chance to break into a watery explosion then. In any moment where the water balloon Yo-Yo breaks, Kirby simply replaces it for a new one. Yo-Yo's second evolution now has the forever impressive Trick Yo-Yo. For this evolution, Kirby wields a big off-string butterfly yo-yo. This evolution might not have much range or speed, but it does pack quite a wallop. Yo-Yo Throw is now one-handed bind. Hold the attack button for off-string bind. Mash the attack button for horizontal boingy boing. Tap attack and then hold the attack button for off-string regenerations. Yo-Yo Up is now quick ring. Shield and mash B for mount pops. And Brick Spin is now kickstart, lasting longer than Break Spin. While Geyser Spiral is now strong break. For Yo-Yo's boss-themed evolution, Kirby now uses two bulky Yo-Yos built from the parts of the forever menacing mechanical monsters, Heavy Lobster and Heavy Mole with Heavy Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo Throw is now very quick as Kirby wields two Yo-Yos. If you press and hold the attack button, the Yo-Yos remain in place, turning into saw blades. Yo-Yo Up is now vertical punches. You can shield and press the attack button for blue line boing, while Yo-Yo Orbit stays the same, with Kirby using two Yo-Yos that orbit around them twice. And for Brick Spin, Kirby performs Heavy Charge, while for Geyser Spiral, Kirby now performs Flame Claw. And finally, we have the master of delicacy, Cook. Cook works as usual, being a single-use ability similar to Crash, with Kirby performing the Cook Pot attack. Only now, the ability has a slightly longer animation where Kirby handpicks enemies and throws them into the cooking pot. And it also ends with the hot soup stream from Super Supper. And now, for Cook's only evolution, we have the delicious Café Cook. Sporting a familiar uniform, Cook now upgrades its single-use ability status to 10 uses, and now sports its own moveset, inspired by Kirby's culinary professor, Chef Kawasaki, with a few original attacks cooked up by Kirby, having Piping Gun, Ladle, Sauté, Rolling Pin, and Plate Wear. All of these attacks turn any hit enemy or item into food, excluding bosses and mid-bosses, who are only hurt by the attacks. The ability only counts up on use if the attacked enemy turns into food. And just like that, more of Kirby's copy abilities have been given evolutions. You can choose one of the next abilities by becoming a channel supporter over at Patreon. Speaking of supporters, special thanks to Cray Crab and my other supporters. Thank you so much for your support. To everyone else, thank you for watching, and I hope you look forward to the next Kirby's Forgotten Abilities episode. Have a great day. Bye!